And we are live. We are live, boys, everybody, females, theys. Welcome to the podcast, the Line Crew Football Podcast. Week 1 of college football is officially underway. It's just so good, boys, to have football back on the screen, back on the TVs. It's not preseason, and it's actually meaningful football. Also, I walked outside my house today, and I noticed that first hint of fall air. That first, just the crispness of the fall air hit my nutsack for the first time of the year today, and it felt amazing. So let's just talk about real quick. Give me your favorite fall foods. Mine's chili, all the way. Favorite foods to have in the fall: chili.
Pizza.
Has to be
Pizza.
Fall.
I got a good one.
Pizza's never bad. You don't like pizza in the fall?
Fall specific, Cincinnati.
Okay, but we're all playing a different game because you live north of Hell's Circle, like Hell's Balls. Like it's still 105 degrees down here, William.
Yeah, it's fine. It's not fuck.
It was sunny and 80. It was sunny and 80 degrees today.
Yeah, it was.
We could only imagine something like that.
Yeah, but okay. Anyways, I guess
okay. Fall foods, though.
I'll
give you one.
Give me something.
I'll give you one. How about a nice, good old-fashioned bowl of like hearty chicken noodle soup with like those really thick noodles? You know, like the ones that are almost like wontons.
That's not bad. Civ?
Yeah.
We don't really have fall here.
Yeah, kind of just hop straight in.
Like when you're on your couch and it's like 3:30 in the afternoon, and like when Florida is a little bit more crisp, it's like 60 degrees, it's sunny in the sky. What do you consider like something? Like what do you picture like when you're eating? What do you picture?
You want me to be honest right there? Probably a Domino's pizza.
All right, bingo. Let's go Domino's pizza. Guys, it's the Line Crew Football Podcast. I'm joined here with Savetti and my mate Joey Artuso. Football is back, boys. We have football on for 5 straight months now, every weekend, and I'm just so fucking excited. We have a massive slate this weekend. And it's the first game that's on my board is taking place in Gainesville, Florida. Obviously, Savetti is a big FSU fan. I'm leaning one side definitively, and it's purely the fact that they are the home dog. I'm taking UF +3 all the way. This is going to be an absolute massive year for Anthony Richardson. I think now that there was some serious roster turnover with Florida, but it had to happen. Who is the last? Fuck, I'm spacing. Who was the last coach for UF?
Dan Mullen.
Dan Mullen.
Did you see what he said today?
No, what did he say?
No.
He put out his like fucking like what's gonna happen in the East SEC, and he puts Florida in 4th. Like, you piece of shit. We got so many good players.
Yeah, that man completely lost the locker room. But I'm going to assume that I'm doing this podcast with 2 other Florida fans, that you guys are both on UF +3.
Yeah. Minus 16.5. Alternate lines.
Savetti said he took UF in wow, holy shit, West Virginia is about to score a touchdown. Savetti said that he took UF minus 16.5 from an alternate line today. That's not even risky. That's just dumb. But
it's not dumb. It's an investment.
I'm personally though buying this to 3.5 if it's at 3, just because. Unfortunately, I think Anthony Richardson does a good job, but I just don't think the Gator defense is gonna. I mean, 3.5 gives me security blanket.
If they
I'm
go
gonna buy.
to us, like if they go to 3, like you just.
Savetti, check your mic. Check your mic. Can you hear him, Joe?
Yeah, I can hear him.
You can hear him. I can't hear him at all. But go, Savetti. I'm sorry. Keep going.
I can hear you.
Okay, you just sounded really faint right there for a second. Go ahead.
Hello. What was I talking about?
You're talking about UF.
Oh, yeah, they're going to win 80-90, guys.
All right, there you have it, folks. UF plus 30. All right, and we are moving on to Cincinnati versus Arkansas now. This game is taking place in Fayetteville, Arkansas. Cincinnati on the road. The spread is 6, I believe. I can
Who
check
is the
real
six?
quick.
Who
It's
gets the
it's now 7.5. Cincinnati catching 7.5 points. Boys,
They're Cincinnati minus 7.5.
Cincinnati plus 7.5.
Oh, oof.
I'm still leaning Bearcats. I think Arkansas is a little bit overrated. I think KJ Jefferson's kind of overrated, and plus he's super ugly. Cincinnati does obviously lose a lot defensively, but they had a pretty
Their
good recruiting class. Their quarterback is this, I want to say a transfer. I'll get you his name here for a second. Why don't you guys go ahead and give me your pick? Joe?
I'm going Arkansas minus 7. I think they're bringing back a lot of guys. They got a chip on their shoulder, and they're going to be so much bigger and more physical than a Cincinnati. I think they're just going to run them down. It's just going to be a dick slap.
Really?
I think it's like a 35-14 type of game.
Damn.
Yeah.
So the answer to that question, Savetti, is Ben Bryant.
That
Is
sounds
he is a senior as well.
I'm going Arkansas, baby. For one reason only. SEC. Yeah,
I just think it's also
11 down from Cincy.
I also just think it's a little bit of a look ahead game. You got Arkansas does have South Carolina next week, and that's a big rivalry. So I think Arkansas does end up winning this game, but I think that there is a possibility for a nice cute little backdoor cover here for the Bearcats, boys. I'm not going to lie to you.
I can see it. I don't like it though.
I don't like it either, but I'm going to take it. All right, anything else, boys, on Cincinnati versus Arkansas? This is a hot start. We're through it.
Me and Joe are like
Yeah.
2-0 right now, right?
Yeah, 100%, dude. I mean,
Easy.
but Will's with us on the UF game too.
Oh, I'm 1,000% with you guys on the UF game.
I mean, all right. Let's just put it this way. Will and I have been so drastically wrong in the Premier League that we have to be right in college.
Dude.
That's not how it works.
So fucking terrible.
But so one thing I will say about both of these picks, though, is that I think in both of these games, the guys are going to just be so much bigger on the SEC side of the ball. And the transfer portal has been good to UF, I think, more than people are giving it credit for, just because Napier's got his guys in. So there's not going to – the offensive line is going to be good.
We got a nice looking running back. He's going to be a
Yeah. So, and I also think Arkansas is going to do the same thing to Cincy, where they're just going to run the ball and be physical. And I think both those games, you got to lean SEC, just because first game of the year, both teams are going to be healthy. I don't know. You just gotta ride with the better athletes, in my opinion.
All right, fair enough, boys. All right, we keep it moving. We're gonna go over to Ohio State.
Oh wait, Will,
What's
you're
up?
cut out, mate.
I'm cut out now. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Oh, now you're muted. Now you're definitely muted. Now, if you click.
How about now? How about now?
You're good. Nope.
Yeah.
You're muted.
Joey still looks confused.
Yep, you're good. Can you hear me now?
Joey, can you
I
hear
got
me?
you now.
Okay. All right.
Cool.
That bewildered look on Joseph's face. All right, boys, we keep it rolling. We keep it moving. We're heading over to Columbus, fellas. Ohio State, top 5 matchup, number 2 in the country versus number 5 in the country, Notre Dame. Oh, man. Let's kick it off with Joey. Joey, how do you feel about this game? You and I were haggling over this game earlier this week as well, for fun.
Yeah, I honestly, I don't know how someone can give the number 5 team in the country 17.5 points.
It's now 18
You
flat.
don't take 18
Yeah.
flat.
Crazy.
I don't know
flat.
how you like. Okay, someone can try their hardest to talk me into Ohio State, and even if they do talk me into at least being favorable for them, I could maybe see them winning by 7 max. But number 5 team in the country that's bringing back a decent amount of guys, and Marcus Freeman's gonna also have them pretty well drilled up. It's not gonna be like a shit team. It's not like if you look at the rest of the slate, like I look at like Oregon, Georgia as like a game that like Vegas has accurately slated, where it's just like Georgia's gonna whoop Oregon's ass.
Correct.
But with the ND OSU game, when does OSU show up for big performances? Like they rarely blow out teams other than but like Michigan.
Shut up.
When it's like big games. Like last year, the Oregon game that they played was like a close game, if I remember correctly. And I mean, CJ Stroud might be a little bit better, but like I don't know. I just really like Notre Dame plus 18. I mean, I don't know how you can not take that.
Savetti?
Same. Big time.
Same?
Golden Domers. Irish. 5 million. Maybe
5
they-
million. They win the game outright?
Maybe they win. I can see them winning. Like a
Damn.
little sprinkles on top for
So,
plus 540. A little sprinkle on 540. Why not?
yeah, well, yeah, just take a nice little $10 flyer to win $54. But I'm opposed staunchly to both of you guys. I think Ohio State kind of runs away with this one. Notre Dame has a lot of injuries on the O line,
Maybe Marcus Freeman, the dog.
but he is a dog. I'll give you that. He definitely is a dog. But
Are you going to take Ohio State minus 18?
What's up?
Are you taking Ohio State minus 18?
No. I'm if anything, I like the over 59.5. If anything, if absolute anything. But if I have to lean to a side, I will take Ohio State for 3 reasons, and they're all 3 Heisman contenders on one fucking offense. Notre Dame also has 5 starters out on the offensive line, and also 2 more receivers out. Okay. Notre Dame, points are going to be hard to come by for Notre Dame in this game. And Ohio State also has a new revamped defense with the Oklahoma State DC coming now to Columbus. I think Ohio State is going to cruise, win this game by 20, and CJ Stroud, Chavion Henderson, and Jackson Smith and Jigba solidify themselves as all 3 legitimate Heisman contenders in this game. And plus it's in Columbus. So if I had to lean to a side, I would take Ohio State.
Tough to argue with that.
Wow.
I would have to, because Notre Dame, and also I don't like their OC. I think their OC is way too conservative, and you can't win this magnitude of a game by a 3-yard runs in a cloud of dust.
But what happens when God intervenes? You know, like
What?
he's been doing games.
What'd you say?
When God just pops in and he's like, "Yo, what's up? Backdoor cover."
Dude, listen, if this was in South Bend, then I would be like, yeah, God could play a factor into this.
You think he can't get around?
I don't think God travels well.
No.
I don't think I think God away from home is like below 70%.
He does pretty good during the year, like championships and stuff. He kind of gives.
Yeah, God hasn't been able to prove himself in the big games yet.
Like the biggest games.
It's honestly, God is kind of on like that prove it. He needs to prove it to me. Like, he needs to prove it. He can win the big one.
I mean,
Okay, so
unfair advantage. Can't use it in the big games.
I got one question for you though, William. Are you basically saying with a 18.5 point spread that Vegas is saying that the college football gods or whoever make the rankings just rank Notre Dame for the sake of saying there's a top 5 matchup? Because
No, college football is going to do something just to up their viewership and just to overhype a team, overhype a known blue blood just so they can get viewers. And Oh, no, they would never do that. Not even close. No.
I'm just saying
No,
though,
the
but like,
NCAA wouldn't do that.
I'm gonna laugh though if like Notre Dame's like actually good though. You know, like that would be fucking funny.
I'm not saying they're going to be bad. I'm just saying, like, in this spot, I don't like this matchup also with the amount of injuries that they have. They have 5 O-linemen that will not play.
No shot.
Yeah. Well,
I don't believe you.
I did my research, my friend.
I didn't do any. So you might be
They
right.
have 5 guys in that offensive line rotation that are not going to play.
rotation. They'll figure it out.
It's God on our side.
Yeah, okay. You guys are just riding with God, I guess. You guys are betting more on God than you are Marcus Freeman.
I mean,
Yeah. That's exactly what
Okay,
you're doing.
no. But like also though, I'm riding on the sense that Notre Dame never has a bad squad, and Ohio State rarely shows up well in like. I mean, like granted, it's gonna be a home game, but like when does Ohio State ever blow you out of the water in a non-conference game? You know, like when are you
on
ever like
occasion
wow.
they do. They've been known to blow.
with Ryan Day?
Yeah, a couple times.
He kind of sucks. I don't know. I'm not a Ryan Day believer.
I think Ryan Day is a good coach, and it pains me to say it because obviously I'm a Michigan fan, but I think Notre Dame gets blown out. All right, boys, let's keep the train rolling here. Let's go over to Oregon versus UCLA versus Georgia. Oh man, Savetti, let's start off with you, bud. How are you feeling about this game? Does Oregon stand a chance? Do you think Bo Nix is anything better than complete garbage?
Is Bo Nix on Oregon?
Bo Nix has transferred to Oregon, yeah.
Wow, that's kind of crazy. And they're playing Georgia.
They're playing Georgia in the Mercedes Superdome in Atlanta.
And the spread is?
The spread is, I want to say, 16.5 now.
16.5? That's it? That's it?
Yeah.
I was 26 or something.
It's 17 now on ESPN, William.
Oh, I got it at 8. I got, what did I say? I got 16.5 on
Yeah,
show.
I have 16.5 on my book.
Okay. Same difference.
Oh yeah.
I think the pick here is obvious.
I wanted to take Oregon, but I thought that spread would be super fat. That's nothing. Like, sheesh, yeah, we'll take them.
Okay, UGA.
Georgia?
Fuck the dogs.
Yeah, I'm going Georgia as well, for being honest. Just because, I mean, Oregon's like, Bo Nix isn't a savior. He's not like, it's not like they picked up Cam Newton to 2010.
I never thought he was good anyways. I always kind of thought Bo Nix was mid.
He sucked. He was terrible.
Dude, he matches the buttons. You know when you're playing Madden and you just press shit just to see what happens?
It would work.
100%.
That's Bo Nix.
Sweet. He made some fun plays, but he's a piece of shit in general.
He's not very good either. He's not very good. Yeah, I got it. And also I think it's unanimous. I think we're all on Georgia.
Money.
There's a lot of turnover, obviously, for the Dogs defensively, but it's just I hate taking this much chalk, but I just don't think Bo Nix, like I said, is that good at all. And also with taking Georgia, you'll be fading the general public. 80% of the public is on Oregon right now.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
80% of the public is on Georgia. I'm sorry, is on my apologies, is on Oregon. So
People are dumb.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. People are very dumb. I don't know why they're so high on Bo Nix. I think he's absolute garbage. But yeah, I'm definitely riding with the Dogs here. So let's round it out with the big game slate, fellas. FSU versus LSU. Now, this is probably one of the more tantalizing games. This game is going to happen on Sunday. It's in Baton Rouge. It's at LSU. How are we feeling? Because I feel like both of these teams have giant question marks over their head. And I don't know what side I'm leaning to on this game personally. I want to say FSU, just because I don't like Jaden Daniels throwing the ball for the Tigers, and I think Brian Kelly is an absolute cunt. So who we like in this game, fellas?
Go Tigers.
Personally, yeah, I'm on the Tigers in this game just because I think they're going to be better defensively than FSU. I think FSU is a little bit weak on the defensive side of the ball. And, I mean, they looked decent, but they played against Discune or whatever. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong.
Yeah. Spread's 3.5, by the way, fellas.
Yeah.
I think that's a steal taking LSU at minus 3.5.
3.5 sucks more than 3 did, but you know.
I mean, do you guys really think that LSU? Brian Kelly always had a solid Notre Dame team, and now he has the resources of LSU.
FSU was so bad last year, like so bad.
So bad.
Like, and they did not get better. But they beat Duquesne by 40.
Yeah, and they have a really good running back as well. I don't know. I like FSU I think it's going to be a close game, man. I think both these teams are on the exact same level, and I honestly I can maybe even see FSU kind of escaping Baton Rouge with a nice little win here.
Really, you like FSU?
I do like FSU, especially with the points for sure.
Wow. All right.
Write that one down for me, Joseph.
I am. I just did. So we got Savetti and I taking LSU, and you're taking FSU. I got one question for you, though, William. You're really going to trust Mike Norvell with your life against Brian Kelly, the snatcher of souls, Satan himself, potentially?
Mm-hmm.
He is Satan himself.
Early in the year, too. Oof. It's a tough.
Yeah.
He is Satan himself. I don't know, dude. I just this is kind of like a gut feeling game. And like I can't comfortably put money on Brian Kelly and Jaden Daniels. Because Jaden Daniels is not good. He's very, very average, and FSU's O-line's pretty good. They have some returning weapons. They ran the ball really well against Granite. It was Duquesne, but I think they're going to do the exact same thing and keep this game close against a pretty high turnover defense, especially on the D line. LSU has a lot of guys that aren't coming back to the D line. So yeah, give me the Noles, baby. Give me the fucking.
All right.
But you guys want to do now that we did all the 5 games? You guys just want to go? You guys just want to do cards? What do we got? Other bets?
Duke, whoever they're playing. Take them.
Duke, whoever they're playing.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Savetti, nice.
So I got a little parlay for everyone this week that I don't know if anyone should take it with me because I'm awful at picking, apparently, according to my bank account. But hear me out. All right. So we got this is my. If it loses, there's something wrong with college football.
Oh.
We got Alabama, whatever they are, money line. If you can't take them with the points under 40.
Dude, Alabama's playing like Tennessee Tech Eastern.
Utah State. They're pretty good.
They are gonna get their shit kicked in.
Oh, they're playing. Oh, they are
Right.
playing Utah State. I thought they had like another like warm up game.
By fucking 35.
All right. Next one. We got you're gonna take BYU over South Florida with the points. I think BYU murders South Florida. South Florida was atrocious last year.
They were
also got Ole Miss with the points against Troy, minus 21.5. I think Lane Kiffin throws a dick slapping on them. And then I also really, really, really like NC State minus 11.5 against East Carolina to round out my Saturday slate. And I think you can either take all those games money line or you can take them with the points. I think you'll still get a pretty decent layout. And also, like, those teams should not be troubled at all against who they're playing.
That's facts. That is facts. Vetty, you want me to go? Are you ready to go?
I got Duke. That's it.
That's it. Duke.
Yep.
That's your card.
Minus 6.5. Might have to buy a point, but do it.
All right, folks. There you fucking have.
Do you have anything for us, Will?
Yeah, I got a nice little sum. All right, so I'm with Joey. I'm also taking this NC State ECU game. I think NC State is very, very hyped up. Dylan Leary is a pretty good quarterback, but I'm going under. Both offenses. Dylan Leary lost his best left tackle. That big Nigerian guy to the NFL draft, also lost his best wide receiver to the transfer portal. ECU, the defense is returning like 90% of their starters from their defense. And also ECU quarterback he's kind of like he's the way he's described by Mel Kiper, or he's one of the guys that will be described as Mel Kiper, is like he just wants to make a play. So in layman's terms, that means he fucking sucks. Like he turns the ball over a bunch. He lost the ball via fumble 25 times last year. This kid is insane. He's an absolute maniac. He's not very reliable with the ball, so I expect a bunch of turnovers, and I'm going under 55.5. Give me that all fucking day long. Boise State versus Oregon State. I have Boise at plus 2.5. I got it. Now it's at 2.5. I got it at 3. Oregon State ranked 87th in the FBS in pass defense last year and lost a lot of key pieces to that defensive back unit. They also have a new defensive coordinator this season. The Broncos also have a pretty solid defense that will be able to contain this Oregon State. The Beavers quarterback, Chance Nolan, is decent. However, they did lose B.J. Baylor, who was their best running back in the entire Pac-12 last year. And Boise State's pass defense is stellar, holding foes to 206 passing yards per game in 2021, and they return a bunch of those guys. And also I like Hank Bachmeier a bunch to keep this one close. My next game, this game might surprise you. I want to look at you guys' faces when I say this. Rice plus 33.5.
Who are they playing?
Against Texas?
They are playing Rice versus USC plus 33.5. Rice doesn't need to run wild to cover the spread. Okay, they simply need to not lose by 5 fucking touchdowns.
Yeah, but do you remember who the USC QB is now?
Yeah, I understand that. I think USC
supposed to be like the number 1 guy coming out.
Will score. USC will score a lot of points in this game, but this game has a classic backdoor cover written all over it. I can see it now.
You're fighting against Lincoln Riley and Caleb Williams.
I can see it. I can see a backdoor cover here. Okay. I can see a backdoor cover. They're also good against non-conference opponents. They've covered 3 out of the last 4 games, and those 4 games are Arkansas, Houston, Wake Forest, and Texas twice, and Baylor as well. So what is that?
Okay.
So they've covered well. All right.
Okay. Fair enough then.
It also they've covered well against those games. Also, to round it out, 2 more. I got Maryland minus 21.5 versus Buffalo. Buffalo was 4-8 last year. They're absolutely abysmal, and they have like pretty much a brand new team this year. And Mike Loxley absolutely loves to run it up against insuperior opponents because he's a fucking twat. And Talia Tagovailoa, remember that fucking name, boys. He's amazing. And also Maryland's 6-1 ATS against non-conference opponents, boys. So I absolutely love that trend, and I think it will stick this weekend. Also,
Tua's brother?
Tua's little brother. He's the Maryland quarterback.
Is he good?
He's not bad. He's pretty solid.
Okay.
Pretty solid. And honestly, he could be better than Tua, but that's not saying a whole bunch. Then last pick, best pick of the fucking weekend, boys. I got UNC versus App State over 56. UNC just gave up 24 points to a bad FAMU team. That's not good. This defense is bad. And they also averaged 24 points a game given up last year as well.
Well, did you hear the story about that FAMU game before we
Oh my God, Pitt just fumbled. God, I hate Pitt.
Yeah,
Oh,
Pitt's
sorry.
losing bad right now. Pitt's already
How's
down.
Central Michigan doing?
Do you want to hear a story about FAMU and then describe how bad UNC is? FAMU
course
had
I do.
27 scholarship players suspended because they weren't registered for classes on time.
Okay, and then they gave up 24 points to that team.
Yeah,
So
without 26 players.
App State, who has a really good quarterback, really good offense as well, they always do, are going to be some points in this game. And also, App State's defense isn't very good. It's not very good. And also, UNC's new quarterback, Drake May, he's the real fucking deal. So I love this over 56.5. I'm taking it. I'm riding it. Give me the points all fucking day long. College football's back, boys.
I'm so hyped.
I'm so hyped. Also, I'll go over Kyle's dumbass picks real quick. They're probably some of the dumbest picks we'll ever hear in our entire life. But Joey, just be ready to write these down.
Okay.
Let me know when you're ready, and I'll go over dumbass's picks.
All right, I'm ready.
All right, the over in the UF game. I can give you that right now. Hold on. Isn't that like 56.5 or something?
Probably.
I think so.
The over in the UF game. I'm dropping my mic. I have so many fucking screens.
Dude, Central Michigan is getting papped.
He's also taking the over in the Cincinnati game, the over in the Notre Dame Ohio State game.
Wait. What was the Arkansas Cincy game? Sorry.
Just the over in the Cincinnati game. So he has old point totals.
Okay.
So he's just a fucking pussy. He's just a fucking pussy. He doesn't want to take against the spread. He has the over in the Notre Dame versus Ohio State game.
Okay.
The under in the Georgia and FSU game.
Wow. That's very invigorating picks by Kyle.
Yeah, no, he really absolutely loves this board. He's really spreading his seed all over this board. But fellas, if anything else, that'll do it for me.
Savetti, do you got any other picks?
Dude, the Chippewas are in trouble.
Yeah, they are.
They're down
Let's go,
23.
Didn't the game just start too?
It's like 7 minutes left in the second. It's 30-7.
Yeah, they're getting smoked, dude.
Wild.
Backdoor cover needs to happen for Savetti, dude.
It's coming. We're gonna run the ball. We're gonna get in there.
Joseph, anything else from you, bud?
Duke. Bet.
All I gotta say is, come on,
man.
Missouri minus 20. Oklahoma State can't go over 58 for me tonight.
Over's 58 for them?
Yeah. Well, they can go over 58. I'm a dumbass, and I just realized I put an over and an under. So either way, I win. Ha ha. But all I gotta say, too, boys, is this Pitt game versus West Virginia. Pitt's gonna get smoked by Clemson. Take Clemson as your ACC champion this year.
I don't know, dude. Pitt has a pretty good turnover tradition. They just slam a ball into a metal chained basketball.
You're gonna take someone because of a turnover tradition, William. What about our creed?
Dude, the Chippewas, man.
I don't know, dude. Somebody's so freaking out about it.
Dude, they're getting holy hell. Not good stuff. It's like 3rd and 19. 3rd and 21. Even worse. Check down.
Oh, let's go Chippewas. But all right, boys. Good shit. Football is back. Let's win some fucking money this weekend, fellas. How about that?
Yes, sir.
How about that?
Yes, sir.
All right, guys. It'll be a shorter episode today, but I promise it will be longer since once we get Kyle back, because he's just going to ramble on about fucking God knows what. So, boys, good shit. Good luck this weekend, guys. And Joseph and I will see you tomorrow for Prem Picks.
Oh my god, another holding
Yes,
on
sir.
the Chippewas.
Let's go Chippewas, baby.